Tell us who's commenting.
All right, you're up.
Did you hear that? She's like, Casey, do it horizontal.
Horizontal?
Yeah,
Horizontal.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Mia Voss. I'm here as part of the Mia on the Go experience in Austin. It's Fran Harris. Alright.
Together.
So, girlfriend I met online last year. Let's give a shout out to our boy Dino Dogan.
Dino, what's up, baby? Finally,
I know.
the Mia Connect and the Fran Harris Connect is in
And
house.
Bob Boss's mom. Which is my cat. All right, so listen, Fran is a staple item here in Austin. We're going to talk about what she's doing here. She's a badass mofo, basketball player. We're just talking about women in sports, women in any kind of position of power or anything to do with business. So we're chewing the fat, so give us some questions. And we do have to give a shout out to Greg because I think he's really chuffed that I met you. I'm going to dunk her when we get out of here. We're going to go play some basketball, and I'm going to fake the funk with a nasty dunk.
Hi, Greg. I just want to point out that I have the salt and pepper shakers in the appropriate places here. We got the salt for Mia, and we got the pepper.
Real good.
It's,
I'm just saying. And that's
by the way, this is not pepper. It's peppa.
Peppa. Just saying. All right, tell me what you're doing on here. You're doing some cool stuff.
Well, I am enjoying the day in Austin because I love this place. Went to college at the University of Texas and just having a good time. But I'm working with the University of Texas on some really cool stuff. Women's basketball, giving back to women's basketball. Also going to be launching a new company. It's probably going to be the biggest company I've ever launched. So can't tell you all about that, but it is in the online course space, and we're excited about that.
She'd have to kill you.
I definitely would have to do some damage to you if I told you about that.
Do you have anybody we need to talk to, sweetie?
We've got a bunch of hook 'em horns.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this one here, right here.
That's how it goes, right there. That's how it goes.
The irony is, that
Says,
I love
you meet Shaka Smart yet?
I have met Shaka Smart, and Shaka Smart is very smart. I mean, I think it was a great decision for us to bring that young man here. He is going to do some amazing things with our men's basketball team, so we're excited about him.
VCU, baby.
VCU, I'm with that, but he's a hook 'em horn now. He's a longhorn.
It's so bright in here. I am actually hearing a buzzing sound when you're talking about sports, which is the irony. I'm putting my sunglasses on of why I like France so
We're going
much.
cool?
Yeah, we're going cool.
We're going cool now? Hollywood. I've been known to go Hollywood.
Boy Saw says, baby, get me an XL t-shirt from girlfriend.
I think XXL. And then she will fake the funk on
I want to talk about chick power and
Yes.
how that I'm literally just meeting Mia Voss. And we met each other online when?
About a year and a half ago.
About a
so
year
you
and a
were on my show. So Fran was introduced to me through Dino Dogan again. Dino Dogan, rock out with your sock out. We love you for that. So Fran comes on my show, and we ended up doing a show about diversity because I'd had somebody had given me a hard time and saying that I had not been like had a show enough about diversity. I'm like, I'll tell you what. How about I get a gay man, a black woman, and a friend of mine who's in a wheelchair? Is that diverse enough for you? Son of a bitch. So we had a really great conversation about, well, definitely about women online, and then you and I did a show together talking about how to deal with trolls and dealing with naysayers, hate us.
That is haters, not haters, by the way.
Did you like how I said that? But yeah, I love talking about the chick power because, you know, I've been in construction for 15 years, and then being online also is not necessarily the friendliest place for women, two women of a certain age.
Yeah, no question. I mean, I'm ageless. I don't know about you. I'm ageless.
Listen, black don't crack. I don't want to hear that shit. Whitey says. We're both 50, by the way.
Thank you.
You ready for this?
Thank you.
Jay, get this
Explode
on camera.
that 5-0 right there.
65, I'm just saying. And March babies, too.
That's right. Listen, when I met this woman, I do have to say, when I met this woman, I don't have a lot of friends, honestly, because I don't really like people that much.
People get on your nerves.
People get on my nerves. But when I met Mia online and someone introduced us because they knew we were going to connect, and I was like, that's my girl right there. I don't know if I'll ever meet her, but that's my girl. Not because we, you know, are sisters from a different mister or whatever the hell those people say, but just because we were chicks who really were about doing what we wanted to do to make our lives better.
Shit done.
Yeah, just getting shit done.
But I think that's the thing I love about what you're doing. You're a woman who's been in sports, you know, WNBA, and then working with, are you working with Texas Longhorns now, right?
I am working with Texas Longhorns women's basketball, so I love my alma mater, no question about that. Our program is on the rise again, and but I still have free time to do some stuff
I
that I
like how
really
the
love
song
to do.
"Walk Like a Man" is playing right now, which I think is really ironic, by the way. But I love that too. So we're not about, we don't put the moniker of female in front of things.
Right.
I'm doing this, and guess what? Clearly, I happen to be a woman, and
Yep.
I do have. For me, I like women's groups that are not focusing as much of like the Vagina Fest type of thing, and I'm sorry if that offends anybody.
No, you're
But,
not.
not us.
You're not really sorry
That's
about that at all.
Not us, sorry. She called it. But
Yeah.
I would rather just people just do things and happen to be a woman. And yes, I like grouping up with people of a certain of the same
Certain ilk,
interests,
yeah.
of the same ilk. But I don't necessarily be like, oh, it's only because I'm a woman. You know it. The only because I'm a woman that I'm doing, oh, look at you, you're a woman and you're doing well. Get on my nerve.
Listen, I don't get into packages. So I mean, literally, we all have different packages. I'm black, female, athletic, from the South.
6 foot
seriously,
tall.
6 foot tall. Literally, I mean, we're all anomalies. So I don't get into that. I mean, I've never really felt like who I am has ever stopped me from getting what I want. And I'm sure for some people with my package, it may have, but I'm just not going to let that. That's not me.
If you want to know what we're talking about, by the way, go check out FranHarris.com. And you're
What?
going to see all this that's going on. Say what? Exactly. All right, is there anybody we need to talk to? Because we're on a tear, so.
Somebody says, don't forget gangsta.
And I'm assuming that's an A at the end of that word.
That is hilarious. And it's hilarious because I was on the air doing a game, and I said that I was doing some basketball games for ESPN or Longhorn Network, and I said something was gangsta. I said, that was gangsta. And my producer was in my ear, and he was like, don't say gangsta again.
Please
Don't say gangster again, please.
Ever say gangster.
You can't say gangster right here on national television.
You got to check yourself. Do you guys have any questions for Fran? So Fran was WNBA player and
Champion.
Champion.
Yes,
Hello.
I just played champion.
So pay attention. What team did you play for?
The Houston Comets. Comets in the house.
I'm just saying.
Houston Comets, first WNBA championship.
Randall Chase says your posts today have been awesome.
Oh, thank you. He's actually here in Austin, so you need to look up Fran. I think I'm going to try and do an event next week so you guys can meet each other, by the way, because there's so many fun people that need to meet each other here in Austin, like this one here, too. All right, so what are you doing? So Mark Cuban, tell us about him.
Shark Tank is my all-time favorite show. I mean, I don't know if anybody out there is watching Shark Tank, but before I go to bed every night, I watch Shark Tank on CNBC because I'm an entrepreneur. Have been an entrepreneur since I was 9 years old.
Love it.
So business, my first business was a snow cone stand in Dallas, Texas. 133 degrees, made $1,500 in a summer.
That's my girl.
Seriously, I wanted a choir robe for church, and my mom was like, "Good grief, figure out how to get the money yourself." Last week it was soccer. So I was like, "Hey, let's do snow cones," and because lemonade stands were so 1970s. So yes,
I love that.
$1,500 in 1
Somebody
week.
says, heck yeah, Shark Tank. Randall says, if someone said I played like a girl, that would be a compliment.
That's a compliment.
That is
Don't get
compliment.
scared.
Tell Fran to say, watch your tone when you talking to grown folks.
That's got to be great.
Okay, you better watch your tone when you talking to grown folks. That's right.
That's how it's said, by the way. I think that you going out and do the snow cone type of thing. And $1,500 when we were, how old were you?
I was 9.
So 1974, y'all. Think of the transition.
Translation, new word.
Oh my God, I drank wine. You guys should know if it's after,
It's happy hour.
if it's after 5 o'clock, Mama had some wine. Absolutely. But yeah, $1,500 when we're 9 years old. Jeez.
That's a lot of snow
I
cones.
love that. So you've been an entrepreneur since you were 9 now.
Yes.
Yep. And then you've got the newest thing, which I love, is the online. You can't tell you. She's
Can't
going
tell
to have to
you.
kill you.
I would have to. Yes, don't want to do that. Black on white crime is not a good thing. It never has been. So
I like how he keeps going to the salt-n-peppa. It's not what you think it is. I'm going to choke a bitch out if she says what my business is.
right. It's big. It's the biggest business I've ever built, and we're excited about it. So.
But I love how you've also worked with a lot of athletes coming out of college, or female athletes. They didn't know where they were going to go to because there's no place for female athletes to go to. So let's talk about the chick power thing of saying, all right, you have no place to go, but channel that energy that you learned from being in organized sports.
No question about it. I mean, if I were a guy coming out of the University of Texas in the late 80s, my path would have been chosen for me. I would
red
have gone to the
carpet.
NBA, and then even if I wasn't any good, I would have gone to the NBA, and then I would have gone to broadcasting, and then I would have had a deal with Nike. And I mean, that's the life of
very least you would have had a car dealership.
Exactly.
That's the very bottom.
Exactly. And as a woman, this is not woe is me. This is the reality. As a woman, a female athlete playing in a sport where the livelihood is a little bit shorter than it is for a guy, I was thinking already when I was in college, what is my life going to be like when I'm done playing basketball? I knew I wanted to go into television, so I started preparing for going into television.
Yes.
And so I always felt like here's the path I'm going to take. I'm going to TV. I'm going to start my own production company. Just having the wherewithal to understand that I am not a guy. Therefore, my career as a woman, as a female athlete, is going to be shorter. Get a life. I mean, figure out what you're going to do. So just working with women to understand your window of opportunity is much smaller than your brother's. And that's cool. There's nothing bad about that. I've had a great life.
It's just reality, which I love. So it's a balance of saying, okay, here's what I'm up against. I'm going to weigh it out.
Yep.
I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. But I'm going to acknowledge it.
Yeah.
Because I think it's either I'm going to completely ignore it, or I'm going to wallow in it and make it a crutch.
Right.
So I love this balance of like.
I mean, no question. Even if, as I sit here with Salt right here, as I sit here with her,